Welcome to ZenTen with Jackie Rose of Zentangle. Let's take a nice deep breath in and out. Pick up your pencil. Any pencil will do. And today we're not going to do a border. We're just going to start from this bottom left corner and draw an arc nice and slow and let it end on the right side. So you've got this section right here. Now we'll do another one from that same point, a nice arc shape. Land any place on that right side. And we'll do one more, landing on the top so that we have 4 sections. When you're ready, put your pencil down. Pick up your pen. I use the Micron 01, but you can use any black pen or colored pen that you'd like. And we're going to start with this section right here. So somewhere, I'm zooming in, right around here. So it's kind of not centered, but we're cutting a little bit towards the right. We're going to start to draw a spiral. So I always say it's kind of like starting a small E, but then we come around, nice and slow and relaxed. And you can watch me first if you want to see what I'm doing. And when I touch the edge, I'm just going to I can either trace over or just imagine it's coming through on the other side. So just think about this nice big spiral. And as it ends, we're just going to continue it as if it's all going underneath or off the page. Nice and slow and relaxed, remembering to breathe. Your pen only needs a light touch. And now what we're going to do is we're going to design these edges. So let's start from where we started, which was this area right here, this edge, and we're just going to give it this little arc shape. And then we're going to draw another one, starting from where we left off, just a little arc shape. We're going to keep doing that nice and slow and relaxed, breathing in and out with each stroke. And we're going to do this on going all the way around. So if you have some soft music, you can put that on. Or just make sure you're in a nice quiet room. This is a meditation class, and if you use it as a meditation class, it will really make your day go so much better. So I'm going to imagine that's coming through. Actually, I think I will continue on right here. Why not? So the more we slow down, the more our brains will slow down and get clearer. Our stress goes away. Our blood sugar goes down, our blood pressure. We just feel better. So since this is a meditation practice, I try not to talk the whole time so that you can have that nice, quiet meditation, mindfulness. Anything goes in Zentangle. You don't have to do it what I'm doing. You can follow whatever your artist intuition is saying to you. Never shut it out. Always pay attention to that. Can you slow it down a little bit more? Go a little bit slower, focusing on each stroke. Notice how it feels with the pen in your hand. Let the pen be Zen. And even though this is called ZenTen, sometimes it's less than 10 minutes and sometimes it's more than 10 minutes. And you can always pause the recording. So when you're done with getting all these nice little arc shapes on all the lines, we're going to now go back and do the other side. So let's start again from where we started, that starting point, and we're just going to do that arc right on the opposite side. Now they don't have to line up, just follow your own desires, whatever you feel like doing here, focusing on each stroke. Each stroke wants your undivided attention, nice and relaxed. We're not going to do the opposite side where it borders the sections. We're just focusing on this section right in here. So we've got one-sided along the edge, and that's fine. Because if we go on the opposite side, we'll go into the other section, and we don't want to do that. It's okay to do that, perfectly fine, but we want to leave room for that for tomorrow for our next pattern. So right now, just focus on being in the present moment. All that matters is focusing on what you're doing, letting go of what it looks like. We don't focus on the outcome. We just focus on being in the present moment, focusing on the stroke that we're working on, which you can always change at any time that feels right to you. Zentangle is all about giving you permission to bring out your own creativity. Great. Now we're going to do one more thing with this pattern, and we're going to put in some links. So all we're going to do, I'm going to start over here to show you. So just draw a line. Now I chose these crevices, but they don't have to be in the crevices, and we're going to double that up. And think of having a section that we're going to close up. So that's kind of a section right there because we've got two borders on either side. That doesn't even matter. Just draw a nice straight line. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. There's no perfection in Zentangle. So all we're really doing is drawing these double lines. They can either be in the crevices or on top of the arcs. It doesn't matter where they go. And you want to be able to turn your tile, your sketchbook, as you do this. And that's everything we do. Always feel free to turn your tile or your paper, your sketchbook. And a tile is just, we refer to, we say tile, but it's really a paper tile. And that's Zentangle language because we always end up putting these in a mosaic or creating a mosaic with everybody's creations. And since we are doing this online, we have a Facebook page where you can post your completed tiles on day 5, which a lot of you already know that. And then we see our mosaic, even though they're not all next to each other, to create a mosaic, they're all in the same post, so we can view everybody's. So it's a nice thing. So just focus on drawing these straight lines. We're just kind of connecting either side of the arcs. Remember, don't think too much. Just focus on drawing double lines, focusing on each stroke, remembering to breathe, relax your shoulders. Make sure that you're in a nice, good position, comfortable position to draw. So this pattern doesn't really have a name. What we're doing is something called spiraling, like spiral. And we drew a spiral very similar to the pattern Marasu, which I will put in the description. Marasu. It's not the pattern Marasu, but it's how that pattern Marasu gets started. So very similar as a reticular. So reticular is kind of like the grid, the foundation, and then we put in fragments of other patterns inside that reticular. So this is really kind of like the pattern Marasu as a reticular. And again, it's just kind of Zentangle verbiage. I find that day 1 is usually a little bit longer than the other days. And one of the reasons is we put in the string in the border, which did not do a border today. And there we have it. And then you'll find that other days can be maybe less than 10 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. So that's our pattern for today. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.